What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Next Win podcast with your host, Aunt Ma, co-host Justin Vaseur, and Mr. Honorary, Mr. Lender, William Wynn, with his dad fit today.
I'm wearing my dad fit today.
I mean, that's what you said right
Yep.
before we started.
Yep.
Why is it a dad fit?
Like running shoes. Yeah,
Do you go running?
I go hiking.
All right, dad bod, buddy. I got a dad bod too, so ain't no shame in that. You're gonna be a dad bod soon.
It's good.
Right? You're about to get married.
No, he's buff. He was changing outside, and I was like, "Damn, boy."
What? All right. Well, Justin does work out. This guy lifts like 300 pounds, dude. That's how many plates is that? 2 plates? 3 plates?
Bro, I could do like 4.
Damn.
I could do like none.
I do like half a plate.
My max is 475.
Jeez.
Wow.
How much is the bar weigh? I could do the bar.
Wait, so that means you can lift
You talking
me
about
and
deadlift?
him
Yeah.
on
I'm
top
like, I'm
of
like
you.
206.
That means you can lift both of us, like right now.
Yeah.
Probably.
Can we try?
No.
Can we try? Can you squat us?
I gotta take my clothes off first.
I can squat like 375.
Dude, that's me. That's more
Can
than
you
me.
squat us?
I'm not gonna squat you right now.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take my clothes off. Give me more grip.
All right, guys. If you have not subscribed and you're new to this podcast, please follow us on all podcast platforms. We're on Apple, Google, Amazon, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Also, we are on YouTube and social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram. So make sure you follow Next Win Podcast. On today's episode, we're going to be running one of our favorite segments called TikTok Rundown. I don't know why I got to say it like that every time.
Well, we gotta add some beats to it.
Some beats? All right. You want to know how to beatbox?
No.
All right. Well, let's move on then into the first video, Justin.
Okay. So.
Oh, wait. Sorry.
You want to do explanation?
Yeah. So on this TikTok rundown, what we're going to do is we're going to watch these videos about real estate, investing, business, things from lenders, agents, and just professionals in the industry. And, we want to figure out if these videos they're making are actually real, they're spitting facts. So we're going to figure out if they're verified videos, right? If they're true, or if they're just made to be viral and clickbait. And so we'll do that after every video that we watch.
Cool. Ready?
Yep.
Yo.
Okay.
Here are things I'd never do as a real estate agent. I never park my luxury cars in front of the homes of my potential clients. You see, driving a luxury car has its pros and its cons.
I don't do
Sure,
that
the car
either.
is loud, sexy, and fast, but it could rub people the wrong way. It's unfortunate, but it causes reactions like, she's making way too much money. Look at the car she drives.
Hey, her
What the
voice
fuck?
sounds
The car
familiar.
she's driving is worth as much as my condo. Or
She sounds like Lil
a real
Tay.
estate agent has no business driving a car like that.
No.
Now, some people will be
Is that
happy
Lil
to,
Tay's mom?
but most of them
No.
aren't. So that's why the wise thing to do is to park
Isn't
your
Lil
car
Tay's mom
a couple
Asian?
of houses down the street. I've heard hundreds of stories of real
Listen
estate
to her.
agents who can
Listen to her
swear that
voice.
they didn't get the property to sell because they showed up in a fancy car.
I'm richer than
In
all
this
you
business,
bitches.
Modesty is always the best policy. Everybody needs to know you're a successful realtor, but not everybody needs to know how you spend your money as a realtor. Unless you're like me on TikTok. Be sure to follow me. for more.
See? That's got dude. She sounds just like Lil Tay. I wasn't even listening to what she was saying. I was just trying to figure out if that's
I don't
Lil
even
Tay's
know what
mom.
So I don't know
sounds
is
like-
verified or not now.
Because I've seen that woman before in other videos, and the comments said that was her mom too.
Nah.
No,
Nah.
Nah, I don't
Tripping?
think so.
I don't know her mom anyway. I'm just
Yeah.
guessing.
I'm pretty sure her
Alright.
mom's Asian.
We'll do some
Well,
research after.
I wasn't really listening. I got
She's
confused.
basically saying don't to be a successful realtor, don't show off your wealth. Like luxury car, drive your Ferrari up there because you can rub people the wrong way. Like you're making too much money.
So that's exactly my
Yeah.
thought process.
You want to be modest. You want to be
Um,
successful but modest.
Does
So-
that determine? I mean, is that based off of the level of client?
Yeah. Also, what type of clientele you
Like
are.
if you're selling like multi-million-dollar
wanna be-
homes,
you wanna be
are you
successful.
pulling up in a Bentley?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or a
so
Ferrari.
you want to match the type of clients
You
that you
have,
have. And I feel like a Tesla is the perfect for any phase
Boo,
of clients, okay?
Tesla.
Or any level of homes you're selling. So obviously, if you're selling like a $2 million, $3 million, $5 million home, and you pull up in a truck, it's a little bit weird,
Yeah.
right? But I tend to when I'm showing clients 1 mil homes, a lot of times I do drive my truck. Because I'm like, I want to show that I'm a normal person. I have my humble beginnings. I'm not showing off. Because if I bring my nice car, I feel like sometimes they're gonna judge me and be like, oh, he doesn't need my business, right? But one time when I drove my truck, did I talk about this on another podcast?
I don't remember.
No. So basically, I drove my truck around. This guy was from New York with his fiance,
Oh, I remember that
and
one.
we're riding around showing a bunch of communities and homes. And the guy's, he's not from America. I think he was like Greek or something like
Yep.
that. And he's like, tell me, why is all Americans drive trucks? Like, why do you like a truck? And I'm like, because, I can do everything with it. And people like to go off-roading. He's like, yeah, but it's a truck, and now he starts judging me. And I'm like, well, I sold my Tesla Model X for this truck. This truck costs more than my Tesla.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Trucks are
and so
expensive, man.
now every time I go drive somewhere, I ask my wife, I'm like, should I take the BMW today or should I take the truck? So it's like, people are just so judgmental.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like if you're selling a house in Beverly Hills, you'd be like, you have to drive like a Mercedes or Beamer, because then they'll be like, they'll judge you. Like you drive anything less, you're like, I don't know, I don't know if I want you as my realtor. Or you're not successful enough to drive cars like I drive.
But most of the time, I don't want to drive my Mercedes or my Beamer. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to drive the truck and be like a normal person.
Yep.
And
I've never liked Mercedes or Beamer.
Oh,
I'm not too much of a Mercedes person, but Beamers, I mean, I have my first Beamer now. And it's
I think it's
beautiful.
just more the style of the front. Like I never liked the nose looking thing.
The grills.
Yeah, the grills.
I
Well,
love it.
my dream car is an S65, or 63. S65
What
is
is
too.
that? That sounds too rich.
That's the Mercedes, the four-door,
Oh.
the S class with like the sports version, AMG version.
Oh, I see.
It's like
So
600,
S500, but
600
AMG.
horsepower. Yeah,
I see. So you want to drive 9 miles per hour or 9 miles per gallon.
I already have a 9 mile per gallon car, so it's not. It'll be normal.
All right, buddy.
Mine's like either a Porsche, but I also don't like Porsche that much. I don't like
Why?
the headlights.
Porsche is one
They
of the
look
best.
too. It's not aggressive enough for me.
Porsche is one of the best
it's-
engine manufacturers.
No,
in
of course,
teams,
yeah.
None of the luxury brands are aggressive in their lights.
I like Aston Martin.
Yeah,
Martin's
that's good.
pretty
That's
tight.
clean. Yeah, that's clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
and
baller,
then
baller.
Ferrari has one. It's called the Roma. Kind of
Ooh.
looks like an awesome Aston Martin too,
Yeah.
but because like even Ferraris, I feel like they're kind of whatever's.
Yeah.
But the Roma is like it has some class to it.
I feel like if I had all the money in the world, I would still not buy a Lamborghini or Ferrari.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't either.
Like I would rather buy a G-Wagon,
Really?
Ooh, G-Wagon.
Yeah, dude. Go off-roading with that shit.
Yeah.
No.
I'll
Like,
buy
have you seen
I'll
the
buy a
new-
Lambo. I'll buy a
You seen the
Lambo.
new Lexus GX?
Yeah, those are nice, dude. I want one.
What was that, Justin?
Yeah, what was that?
Telling us to get to the next video?
Damn,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Like, this
We're
is
not
off
off
the
topic.
Grammys or like
says I got
hurry up.
MMA tomorrow. That's what it says.
Oh, damn.
Snap. This guy can lift and do MMA.
I don't want to fight him.
What else can you do?
Take pictures.
Of people doing
Email
MMA
me.
and,
Can you paint
and
me?
lifting?
I can probably actually.
Yeah, you didn't get that reference. Titanic. Paint me, Jack.
Oh yeah. And she's laying there naked.
Yeah.
Okay, next
Hey,
video.
we gotta get someone to clip that part right there that you said, and then have the painting done.
Didn't she post a half naked?
I that's my old me.
Old
I have cleaned up my social media.
Okay,
got
we
me in
gotta
trouble.
find that picture somewhere.
It's still in there. It's pretty tame. Yeah.
Okay. Next video.
What's your advice to entrepreneurs out there looking to make a life for themselves with a business?
Get ready to fail multiple times. Only a third of people can actually make it through entrepreneurship because it's incredibly hard. And if you can't handle that, don't try. Growing a business is almost impossible. It's not get rich overnight. It's going to take years. It's best to be an entrepreneur in your 20s. You have this horrible decision about the balance of time in your life. It's very hard to do it later on when you're free to actually spend 25 hours a day working.
I agree with some of that stuff, and some of the stuff I don't really understand, which was like the last part about the 25-hour thing. But I totally understand, and I feel where he's coming from. It's almost impossible to be successful as an entrepreneur. Like
Yeah.
I've been doing it for I don't know 15, 20 years now, and like I'm not still where I want to be. It's so fucking hard.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, like
You
being real estate and a loan officer, that's basically our own business.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough. People only see, when people look at business owners, they just see the nice cars and shit, but they don't see the hard work. I have a friend that used to own a referee friend of mine. He used to own a bakery and a restaurant, and he's like, everyone sees me as rich, but they don't see me sleeping in my car, working 25 hours. He meant 25 hours a day.
I see.
Yeah. So working 25 hours, like sleeping in my car, working hard.
Yeah.
Like, they don't see that. They
Yeah,
just
man.
see the successful, but it's hard, man.
Yeah.
When I was a business owner, I had a liquor store, and that was like, I was there from, the store opened at 9 a.m., but I woke up at 6 a.m. to buy, products first. And then we closed at like 12 a.m., but I don't get home till 3 because I'm also buying products after 12 a.m. So from 3 to 6 a.m. is really not even my sleep time. Like, that's when I get home and wake up.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
And that's like 365 days of the year. We don't close on a liquor store, right? Christmas we're open, Thanksgiving we're open. I didn't see my family for like 3 years unless they came to the store, So
Yeah, they don't see that. They don't see the hard work. They just see, damn, like he's balling, but they don't see all the hard work that got to that,
Yeah.
It takes a lot.
Yeah.
So
It's tough. Something you want to quit?
Oh yeah, I want to quit all the time.
Yeah, I want to quit all the time. I want to go back to the corporate world, Like,
Well, I
9
don't
to
want to go
5.
back to corporate world.
Well, I'm just saying, like, that's to the
I
point where I
want
was
to go
like,
on to
damn.
like, I always feel like I want to quit and I want to go on to the next big thing that I think I can do.
Yeah, that's how I feel. But
Yeah.
I also feel like I haven't even touched the like full potential yet of what I'm doing. Like, I'm not even close, I feel like.
Yeah.
So
That's what I feel like too.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm nowhere where I want to be.
mhm.
Like, people might think I am successful, which I I came from pretty far from the humble beginnings of myself, right? Like, now I live in $1 million home. I was able to get my wife a car, and things like that. So it's like, I guess I am successful, but I'm still not where I want to be. But one lesson that I did learn is that be grateful with the successes that you've been through and what you have.
Mhm.
You have to be thankful for everything that you've been through and that you've got. So
Yeah.
I am thankful for all of this, to be able to do this podcast with you guys in this room in my house and not having to grind it out there right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm very thankful for that.
So,
So-
yeah, you're right. You have to be, acknowledge your success to where you're at now, and then don't look back and just look forward.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I have like this weird, I'm trying to find this balance between like wanting more for myself, but also like I don't really care to have more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like
Kinda like
imagine, like, I always imagine myself like, okay, I have my house, and then I have my car, and then I'm chilling.
that.
Yeah.
That's
But
what,
like at the same time, I'm like, do I want $1 million home? Do I
Yeah.
want?
I just had that talk with my company a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
We were at dinner, and my boss was like, "You could be, like, you could be very, very wealthy. Like, if I put 1,000% of my energy into it. But for me, it's like, I don't want to be that. I've seen those guys that are $1 million producers, right? But they don't have no life. Like,
Yeah.
they have a life now because they made it.
Yeah.
Right now they have this book, but the 10 years they didn't see their families and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I chose to switch my career from a corporate investment banking to mortgages, so I can spend more time with my kids. Right.
Yeah.
So for me, it's more valuable for me to make enough to live a life I want and spend time with my kids while I can.
That's a huge success.
Yeah.
Because instead of, you make enough to stop
Mhm.
and now spend the valuable time with your family.
Mhm.
That is success.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they still work their 9 to 5s and they got to keep going back every week. They only get 2 days with their family. You know what I mean? So it's like, we pretty much get half the day every day with our family
Mm-hmm.
doing what we do.
Yep.
So I love it. But I'm with you too, Justin, when you're saying like, you don't know if you want $1 million home. My whole life, I said, I don't need $1 million home. I don't ever see myself in $1 million home, and I don't want one.
Mm-hmm.
But as now I'm on my third home and my family grew, I'm like, and it's easy for me to be comfortable in the situation. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I never thought I'd be in this position, and I don't think I ever manifested it. I always manifested success and, growth and money, but not like living like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
I think it's good to have a goal.
Yeah.
Always good to have a goal, but then, just don't spend all your energy on becoming more than. I mean, you have the potential to do anything you want, right? But just mental health is a big thing. So
yeah, I guess they say like when you have goals, do you dream big goals or do you do the small goals at a time? And I hear two different sides from all these different entrepreneurs and gurus and shit. And like, I don't know. I just feel like whatever you can handle is what you should dream of, and then go into the next one.
Yep.
Yeah. The thing I don't like about like gurus and stuff, like I like that they motivate people.
Yeah.
To hopefully see their full potential, but at the same time, I look at it kind of like some people are just good at piano. You know what I mean? Some people are just good at soccer or whatever, and some people are just good at business. So then, like when they try to like pitch all these things to you, like, yeah, you can be an entrepreneur. Like
anybody can do it.
Yeah,
right?
It's like, no, I don't think anybody.
Not
can.
everybody.
No.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like
you just got to do what you're good at.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think that's what's growing up is about just finding what you were good at.
Yeah. Find your calling.
Yeah. And do it.
One thing that we forgot to do is say if these videos are viral verified.
I think the first one I did.
Yeah,
the first one I did. Yeah, we did.
We did. Oh,
I did.
This video that we saw, it just went so deep.
Yeah. It was a deep one. That was a good one.
But I go with verified on
verified.
this video.
Verified too.
So. Yeah, it's tough, but verified. It's not that easy, bro. People, but I mean,
bro,
sorry,
people.
it's not that easy. But if you have the passion for it, it's worth it. So
yeah.
What's something you spent your entire life believing to be true, but later found out was a lie? I'll go first. Hard work equals money. Now, obviously, you need a good work ethic to originally start making money, but once you reach a certain level, what got you here is not going to get you there to that next level. And the problem is, maybe you work hard in sales, and you're crushing lead generation, you're making $200,000, $300,000 a year, but there comes a point where you can only do so many sales calls. Does that make sense? At that point, you have to learn what's called high leverage activities. This is a problem a lot of entrepreneurs face, and myself included, to where you can't hustle and grind your way to $1 million per year coming in. You need to learn how to delegate and scale, automate and systematize. To further punctuate this, there are people that are working at the fast food restaurants and at the construction sites. They're working their ass off for 60, 70, 80 hours a week, but they'll never be wealthy because that was never the answer to begin with. The faster you learn this, the faster you can change how your brain's working, the faster you can change the questions that you're asking, the faster you'll become wealthy. If you want to learn more about this type of stuff, give me a follow. What's something you
I
spent
like what he said. It's
work smarter, not harder.
He's talking about growth in yourself and the businesses.
Yep.
So it's like, for example, Justin runs, he does a lot of videos and photos. I do a lot of YouTube, and we've been grinding on our own for the last like 6, 7, 8 years, and it's time that when you feel like you're stuck or there's too much going on, this is when we need to understand that we need to delegate. Yeah. And find people to work for us. And what's the hardest part in this transition is that we are not in a position to hire a bunch of people financially, right? But we need that help in order to grow. So what most entrepreneurs fail at this part is they just don't do it, and they keep being their own self-operator or employee of their own business.
Yeah.
And that's what he's talking about. You have to learn how to delegate.
Yeah. I met this person the other day at like a shoot that I was at.
Yeah.
And they were doing photography and stuff for a while. But it almost seemed like they jumped from that to all of a sudden having this big production team and doing these big projects. Like I'm like, how do you go from nothing to something like that?
What did they say?
I didn't ask them that, but
I think
I just met him like through our circle.
Yeah.
But I who was I talking to? I think I was talking to like a partner of his, and I was like, how did that get started? Yeah. And then I guess the answer would be because they had a network of like DJs, because they specifically do events. They were able to pitch these like packages to them. And so, like, that's how they started to build their portfolio. But, like, that's where I want to be. I want to be, like, okay, I'm here now, even though I don't have an excessive amount of work to delegate.
Yeah.
I feel like I could still start pitching things as like a team.
Yeah.
To get those projects.
It's kind of like Shark Tank, in the sense that what a lot of entrepreneurs are missing is the capital, right? So these people go to Shark Tank, they're trying to grow, but they don't have the capital to hire more people. So these investors, you get investors that invest money into your company for a certain percentage. Now you have this capital to hire more people to increase your production, right? Let's say you have a whole bunch of clients waiting to get videos done, right?
Yeah.
But you can only do one. And within however many days, but now that you have the capital to hire more people, you can now, instead of doing one, you can do 5 at a time.
Yeah.
So it just grows from there.
What's the hardest part about self-made entrepreneurs in like for Shark Tank? They're selling a product that people can help with, and they have a very specific why to that product. But when it's like Justin doing photos and videos or me doing YouTube, is literally just like we're selling a product, but it's more about just us ourselves, and it's hard to
find investors.
Yeah, you can't find an investor for it. You know what I mean? So I might tell them like, hey, I need $100,000 for editors so I can do more YouTube videos. Like, no. Unless I'm someone like Mr. Beast or Logan Paul, where they're like, the videos are not about them. It's about, hey, I make videos of, I'm going to donate 20 Teslas today, and I need investors for that. And this video is going to get me 50 million views. Okay, I get that. But it's not about Mr. Beast, It's about giving away the Teslas.
Borrow from the bank, basically.
So
you heard of that Chinese girl that makes $1 million just showing products for 3 seconds?
Oh yeah. I just saw that.
Yeah. You seen that?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife showed me.
Yeah, that's tight. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's totally fully verified video.
Verified.
Yeah, he's not viral. He's really trying to teach people.
Yep.
That's what I like about what I see on TikTok and Instagram is when people speak the truth like that and really try to help people.
Oh, I bought this beautiful sixplex for free.
Is that the same lady?
Building for
No. It's different hair,
$950,000.
dude.
Put $200,000 down, which gave me a mortgage of $750,000.
The same lady.
The rent from the 8 units covered my mortgage and my monthly expenses. But let me show you what I did next. I renovated the 2 empty units and added brand new appliances. After renting out the renovated units at a higher rent, I went to the bank and refinanced the building for $1,250,000. And with the new mortgage, I was able to cash out $250,000
Why did she get in her car? She's out of the car.
tax-free. I then used that money as a down payment and bought this beautiful sixplex for free. For more real estate facts and tips, follow me on TikTok and Instagram.
It's the same lady. She went,
What the heck?
yeah, this is Lil Tay's mom, bro.
I think it's viral. The method is true, but the things she's saying where it's free, no. She missed the whole part. Where did the $200,000 down payment come from?
Right.
So
That wasn't free.
I think this is a verified video because, well, she doesn't have to mention where her $200,000 came
But
from.
she's saying
That's
it's
just
free.
no. So she didn't say that for the first one. So her first down payment of 200 grand on that complex, it's 200 grand that she's probably made over time because she's old as shit.
Yeah.
Right? She's got money saved up. So that 200 grand, she saved it up and she bought the complex. And then what she did is the Burr method, right? Now she's renovating it and she's now renting it out. And now she's got equity in it because she, with 2 other units that she remodeled, she forced equity by making it nicer. Okay. Usually it's more of forcing equity by adding on to the units, right? So now that she's doing this Burr method, she was able to get a HELOC because now it's worth more.
She did a cash out refi.
Oh, cash out refi. Okay. And so she
So
got
interest
another
higher.
$250,000 to buy another complex, right? She's saying that $250,000 from the cash out refi is tax free because it's a loan.
Yeah, it's a loan.
So that's what she said.
Oh, but she's saying she got it for free though. But there's interest in that. So the cash out refi for investment property, mucho high. So she needs to talk about the. So she like for an average for like Justin looking at it, oh shit, it's free.
Yeah.
She don't talk about the interest that she has to be paying.
So she is paying for the loan, but the loan came from doing the things that she just did.
Yeah.
So when she's saying free, it's her working for that loan that she got.
Free as in, well, she says free as in, she didn't get it for free. Free as in she is paying interest on it, but her renters are paying.
Yeah, I think when she says free, it's more of a free mindset.
Yeah,
but not actually free.
Yeah, so
she is paying stuff.
Yeah, so she is paying stuff. It is actually free, but she's basically leveraging debts to buy assets.
But it's also like
other people's money to buy her assets.
Here's what I say. The down payment I got for this $1 million home is free, because the first home I bought, I put 60 grand down of my own money. The next house I bought, I put 120 grand down, but I only used the original 60 that I had. So the other 60 was free because I sold that house, right? And then when I sold my other house, now I have like 400 to 500 grand. To me, that's free, and I use it on this home.
I just have a problem that we're using the word free. More like earned, income.
It's earned, but it is still the free mindset. So when I think about this house, I'm like, damn, I got this huge down payment for free, but I am still making mortgage payments. I am paying interest and property taxes. So it's not free, but in a sense, I got a lot of money for free, which is the equity from the house.
Yeah. So
they just paint it in a way where it's like so easy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's why I don't like that. That's why it's not.
It's
that
like
easy.
the normal person probably doesn't even have $1,000 in there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. So she had to have.
Yeah, I mean, like she's like 75, so
it's not easy.
No, I'm just kidding.
That $200,000, she started with. She had $200,000 buy the other property. It took time to remodel all that and get renters to cover it, and then once that's rented, then she had to wait some time for the equity to refinance, right? So like it went up like 300,000, 200 something thousand.
Yeah,
that's about a year or 2 or 3, so depending where the area.
If she was on like at a real estate conference and she was doing like a 1-hour panel, she would probably explain all of that. All the hardships she went through to get
so this is like more like clickbait too,
But in a 1-minute video, she only says so much. So I learned a lot on these on today's segment because we went pretty deep with not just real estate. It was like more business.
Yeah, because touch deep. Yeah, touch like the spot.
Mm-hmm. the spot.
The spot.
The G spot.
The G spot.
Yeah, we call it here the W spot, right? It's the win spot.
The win spot.
I hope today's episode kind of motivated you guys a little bit on figuring out your next win and your growth and things like that. If you guys have questions on any sorts of growth or need some advice, you guys can always comment on our YouTube videos and we'll reply back to them. You can always DM Justin, William, and me. You'll see it in the description box, and make sure to follow us on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google, iHeartRadio, all the podcast platforms, social media, TikTok, Instagram, The Next Win Podcast. So thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next episode.